Yes, guys, good afternoon. I hope everyone's doing well. It is Friday. It is another show, guys. I hope everyone's doing good. This is your Liverpool match review from yesterday's game between Leipzig and Liverpool Football Club. Unfortunately, before this video starts, guys, we have to bring you some bad news. Some upsetting news. The Liverpool Football Club is deeply saddened by the passing of former chairman and owner David Moores. The thoughts of everybody here as well at James Phillips Football Chats goes out to the Moores family. And David Moores was the owner of Liverpool Football Club. His family were the owners of Liverpool Football Club for a long, long time. You know, obviously he ended up selling up to Hicks and Gillette. But no, we can never forget about what David Moores and his family did for Liverpool Football Club. So it's very sad to hear. And he served as chairman for 16 years from 1991 to 2007. Unfortunately, died at 76 years old this morning. Just weeks after his beloved wife of 39 years passed away as well. So, you know, he left this world not soon after his wife of 40 years almost, Marge, passed away as well. While his uncle, Sir John Moore, founder of Littlewood's retail empire, twice served as chairman of Everton Football Club in the 60s and 70s, David was a massive Liverpudlian. And sad news. But all our thoughts go out to the family here, especially at Jamie Phillips Football Chats. And I'm sure everyone in the chat feels exactly the same way. So big up to David Moores and the Moores family and all that, and hope he rests in peace, and much love from me to them. And it's a bit of a sad day, but I'm sure up there he'd be watching Liverpool every weekend and cheering on his beloved Reds. And it's a sad day. So guys, let's get on with the show. Obviously, a bit of housekeeping before we start. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. You remember, every time you hit this video, make sure you hit that fun button underneath the video, guys. See that fun button right there? That's the like button. Go and hit that fun button underneath my video right now, guys. And let's get them likes up. I would appreciate it. It does help content creators massively. And if you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, share this video out on your social media, guys. And remember, we're on our way to 3K, so I'd appreciate it very much if that could happen. Let's get to everyone in the comments before we get on with today's show. Big up Daz Reynolds. How you doing, my friend? Big up Jamie. Big up Gary. Tally-ho, Jamie. Tally-ho. Darwin Nunez will be a cop, darling. Yes, he will. Big up Captain Sal. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, mate. Big up Jazz158. How you doing, Jazz? Nunez and Carvalho were fire yesterday. Can't wait to see them next season. Ramsey too. I agree, Jazz. Big up Marvin. Hi, Jamie. Can you send me the link to Lauren's shop, please? I'm going to buy my wife something. Cheers. I will do. What I would do, Marvin, because the reason I didn't do my 12:30 video, I've been out all day. I've been really busy, so I ain't had time really to do anything. So what I do after this video finishes, Marvin, I will link my wife's thing at the bottom in the comments. So go into the comments after this video is finished, guys, and I will link her shop down there so everyone can take a look. Big up Ryan, hope you're doing well, my friend. Big up John Conway. Hope everyone's doing good. Afternoon, Cav. Hope you're doing well, mate. Be sure to like and subscribe. Exactly. Big up Edward. Who else in chat? Big up Wolf. Yeah, rest in peace, David Moores, definitely. Very nice man. Always tried his best for us. Exactly, Edward. Exactly. Afternoon, Anne. How you doing, my friend? Afternoon, Jamie. Hope you and your family are okay. Rest in peace, David Moores. Thoughts with his friends and family. Exactly. Be up, Savage, my man. Sad to hear about David Moores. Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad day. Rest in peace, David Moores. Respect. You never walk alone. Big up, Savage. Big up, Munsey. How you doing, my friend? Big up, Jamie. And rest in peace, David Moores. Big up to you, Munsey. Appreciate it, mate. Big up, Daz. Big up, Jamie. How are you today? Oh, I'm doing good, mate. I've been busy all day. Wolf, how you doing, my buddy? No fancy dress again. No, it's too hot to put a football shirt on. To be fair, too hot. Nunez scores 4 and suddenly rivals say pre-season is meaningless. Oh, I know. Let's go. We'll get to it. Big up, Kev. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up, Jamie. Rest in peace, David Moore. Sad to hear about this. Yeah, exactly. Tally ho, and big up, Ravi, of course. Big up, everyone in chat. Hope you're all doing well. I'm glad I got through everyone now. Yes, let's talk about it, guys. Leipzig 0, Liverpool 5. Nunez scored 4 in a fantastic second half performance, guys. Let's get your thoughts on. Let's get your thoughts on yesterday's game, guys. How did everyone feel? How did everyone feel the starting lineup? What half did you prefer? You know, I watched a few YouTube shows last night and this morning actually, and they were talking about the game, and yeah, I was like, it was a good. This the first half. I thought the first half, yes, most of the goals. Most of the second half was where all the goals happened. Obviously, we only scored the first one in the first half. But I didn't think the first half performance was that bad. I thought people go over the top far too much. And I enjoyed the first half performance yesterday. And yeah, pre-season's pre-season, you know what I mean? No, I don't ever get... There's no point going over the top too much from pre-season. It is what it is. And look, pre-season's about getting your tactics right, trying new things, getting the energy back into their legs, getting their fitness back. You know, it's good to end. It's sometimes good to end pre-season on a high. You know, you take that good feeling into the new season. But look, remember Liverpool a few years back never won a pre-season game. We end up winning the Premier League, so it's not always the be all end all. But it was good to see Darwin Nunez score 4 goals. I always knew he'd score goals. It's just that rivals like to mock these things, don't they? That's what football's about. That's what being football rivalry is about. You know, they've got to find something to mock. And it don't really bother me. I find it funny, but it's just good for Darwin to get 4 goals. You know, Salah letting him take that penalty. You know, that won't ever happen again. I can tell you that right now in the Premier League or anything like that. Salah will not let Darwin take a penalty. But no, it was good to see. It was good to see. Obviously, winning 5 goals to 0 is always good, no matter who you're playing and when you're playing. Getting in the goals is always a good thing. I thought there was some good play in the game, some good possession, some nice bits of play from individuals. I thought Trent looked good, Salah looked good, obviously Darwin looked good. I thought Bobby looked good in the first half. I thought Naby looked decent yesterday. I thought Naby was impressive. We got some other performance as well. But with Naby Keita, I think Naby Keita started, I think, most of the pre-season games. And I'm looking at Naby now and thinking, Naby might start the season, That might be his preferred midfield. Naby, Naby, Fabinho and Thiago might be his preferred midfield options. Now, might be wrong on this, but looking at it, I'm thinking, you got Hendo there, who performed excellently when he came on yesterday, by the way, as Hendo always does. And then you got Harvey Elliott. Now, I think Klopp really likes Naby Keita. I think Klopp's got a big soft spot for Naby Keita, and that's why he's still at the club, because I think Klopp thinks Naby Keita is a decent player and he's a good player and there's ability there with Naby Keita. Now, I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but it's obviously he does like Naby. And I'm looking at it thinking now, Fulham away, Naby, Thiago and Fabinho in that midfield 3. Is it the worst midfield 3 in the world? Probably not. But would I prefer to see Harvey Elliott? I think I would. But then I was thinking today, does Harvey Elliott actually look better in a further up the field than he does in a more defensive position, in the midfield, a little bit deeper, having to think about his defensive game, have to make more runs, more defensive runs as well? Or does he look better further up the field? Because as we've seen now, when he plays on that right-hand side, and he's either starting on that right-hand side or he comes on for Salah and starts on that right-hand side, He's set up about 2 or 3 goals now. Both of them have been when he gets to the bar line. He's got a vision. He's got ability. He can see around him as well. And he pulls about ball back really good, for about 2 or 3. I think the Hendo won in the first game against Palace, the second game against Palace last night. He has that ability in him to, find a pass, find the final third ball. And I'm looking at Harvey Elliott and thinking, you know what? Maybe Harvey Elliott can be that, if Salah needs a break or a rest or the odd game here and there needed resting. I mean, personally, I don't think that's the case because Salah shouldn't be rotated. But if Salah needs to come off as a substitution, 70 minutes into a game with 20 minutes left, you want to give Mo a little bit of rest. I do like Elliot coming on for them 20 minutes, doing a job on that right-hand side. Because we've seen in pre-season, he has got that ability. He has got enough pace. He has got trickery. He has got ability. And more importantly, he has got end products, especially on that final third pass. We've seen this this pre-season already. So it's an interesting one for Harvey. Because I've even said it, I've been saying it since pre-season started. I wouldn't be surprised if Harvey started the season in that midfield three. But the more I'm thinking about it now, Keita's the one who starts. Keita started yesterday. I think that team yesterday had a little bit, I think what Klopp was looking at, obviously apart from Adrian in goal, it would be Alisson. But looking at it, I think Klopp's thinking maybe that's the team that starts against Fulham. Maybe that's the team starting against Fulham. Now, obviously a certain Darwin Nunez came on and scored 4 goals yesterday and might be changing his mind on that. But then again, Bobby did play well. I thought Bobby did well when he came on. A lot of people would say he didn't do anything, didn't assist, didn't score. But it's what he does. What Bobby does is what no one else around can do. And I was looking at it thinking, maybe Bobby starts. I don't know. But Darwin came on and, banged in them 4 goals. Maybe to the shock of Jurgen Klopp yesterday. And his second goal was really good. Especially, I really liked his second goal. Was my favourite goal. That running in, good run off the shoulder again, makes space for himself, beats the defender with pace, getting the ball, keeping the control good, has a little look up, and then head that back down, and he knows exactly where he's going to put the ball. Cushions it into that corner. He doesn't slap mack it. He doesn't overhit it. He passes it nicely into the corner of the net. And that's a proper finish. Now, we've seen Salah and Jota sometimes in them one-on-one positions. Jota sometimes just puts his head down and hits it and hopes. And Salah sometimes tries to think about it too much. But with Darwin, you can see Darwin Nunez is more of a clinical finisher than everyone else in our team with that second goal. And I think it was it his 4th goal? Or it might have been his 4th goal, where he gets the ball from Elliot on the bar line, looks up, sees Darwin in the middle, and he stretches a bit for it. At first, I thought he overstretched, but he stretches a bit for it, but it's a good finish. But that's where you want your number 9. That is literally where you want your centre forward. And that's what Darwin Nunez did yesterday. And I thought it was really impressive. I really, really enjoyed Darwin Nunez's second half. His third goal, big up 6 times. It was his third goal, that one. Because his 4th goal was when he took the shot and the keeper fumbled it, wasn't it? Yeah, I really enjoyed Darwin's performance yesterday. And as I kept saying, I've said this numerous times. I said it last week in Coppish when I called in last Friday night. What people don't look at with Darwin when they were doing these 2-minute clips on Twitter and putting it up, people taking the piss, is because what people didn't see was Darwin's runs. Darwin's movement is fantastic. His movement off the defender is fantastic. His movement in between the lines is absolutely fantastic. And that's what I was impressed with Darwin last week when I called into Cobbish and said, Darwin's movement is fantastic. He made some great runs through the channel. His runs off the shoulder were fantastic. And even commentary last week were talking about his movement and running. And he's pressing off the ball. He's a pressing forward as well. So he'll make defenders a nightmare. Defenders that have enough of him because he'll be running at centre backs constantly. I really enjoyed his performance. And then yesterday, what topped it off for me, he had that movement. He had that running. He was running the the channels. He's running into space. He was running off the shoulder of a defender. But this time the passes were finding him. And because this time the passes were finding him, he was finishing them off. And the thing that I'm more shocked about with Darwin Nunez is that actually how quick he is. He's absolutely rapid. You know, he's got that acceleration. You know, some players, they are quick, but they build up their acceleration. You know, Darwin Nunez is quick off the mark. You know, he just bang, he's gone off the mark. You know, Mo builds up his acceleration, but Darwin, bang, off the mark, and he's gone. He's extremely quick. You know, and you want him to be that pacey, quick striker over 10, 15 yards. That's all you need him to be. You don't need him to be a pace merchant for 50. You know, for 10 to 15 yards, his pace and acceleration, especially his acceleration from standing still to gone, is extremely good. And if you have that, it's a threat. It's a massive threat. And, you know, with Mo on the right, Luis Diaz on the left, and Darwin through the middle, that pace and energy, all three of them are going to give. It's going to be scary for a lot of teams next season. And Darwin's movement is exceptional. It's completely different to everything we have in the team. Look, you know what Mo's going to do. Mo likes receiving the ball to feet. He likes receiving the ball with his back to goal. Likes twisting and turning, taking players on, getting a half a yard, and either whipping across, whipping a shot in, or he can run in behind. You know, long ball over the top. Mo's got the pace to beat every defender, get in behind and get in that way as well. Where with Darwin can, you know, he's got to work on his, you know, his in play a little bit. You know, as times yesterday he had his back to goal, brought it down nicely, but his passing to his teammates were a little bit off. But that link up play will come. That link up play will come. The man's 23 years old. He's 23 years old. He's joined an elite football club with an elite manager who will make him better with coaching. You know, all that link-up play will come. You know, everyone used to say about Mo's link-up play weren't the greatest. And now you look at him, the man's like, he scores goals for fun. You know what I mean? And he assists. He was top assist last season. Yeah, I really enjoyed Darwin's performance yesterday. And I think what we're seeing now is what we're going to see for the next, you know, the whole season, and I can't wait for it. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. All right, let me get some of your chats. Guys, let me know what you think about Darwin Nunez. How did you rate his performance yesterday? Give me a rating out of 10 in the live chat, guys. I want a rating out of 10. Just put a number out of 10, what you thought of Darwin Nunez yesterday in the live chat, guys, and I'll shout it out. Let me get to these Munzie at the top here. Go. It's only pre-season. Remember that you told us you fresh, dude. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. Luckily, a pen, but now broke his duck. Yeah, exactly. Can't lie, I was bricking it when Salah gave him the pen. Wouldn't have heard the end of it if he missed. I got to say, I was exactly. If you watch my watch along, I was exactly saying the same thing. Looking promising for a season, says Ryan. Was it Milner's 576 game? What a legend. Yeah, Milner's just... We've got to talk about Milner later as well. I was delighted with the show and only likes the Salah wanting Nunez to score and link up play would be sexy, says Gary. Anish, Salah looking hungry? Yes. Ali said, Jamie, I remember the stream you had with Kopish and you was worried about the season coming up because we lost all our pre-season games when we won the league. Yeah, that is exactly right. Exactly right. It's like a good few years ago now. God, I hope not with Keita starting. Shahid, what do you think about Liverpool signing midfielder? So Nunez or Bellingham? Good luck. Yeah, we'll get on to a bit of Nunez chat in a minute. We'll get on to my Nunez chat. Big up, Victor. Nunez and Elliot will start. Social joins. Big up to you. Nunez will score goals and miss a lot, but he looks like he's learning his craft. It's about 2 seasons. He'll be the striker you guys want to be, but right now he ain't that. Fair enough. All round good performance, in my opinion. Yeah. And other channel now, Jamie. What? On another channel now, Jamie? Who's on another channel? Nunez had some good crisp finishing elements remind me of Mario Gomez. Ooh, that's a heck of a. I see what you're saying there, though. Yeah, I can agree with that. Ooh, Mario Gomez. Yeah, Mario Gomez was a finisher, weren't he? He was a good little player, Mario Gomez. Swap Allison and Adrian, Fink, and Matip for Canati's first half. Team starts against Fulham. Yeah, 1992 candy shirt on today. No t-shirt on. I just got a normal t-shirt on today. No Liverpool top. New signing and the youth worked well yesterday. Yeah, some of the youth players that came on look very impressive. Well, Nunez 25 plus this season in the Prem. Oh, Jesus, 6 times. Yeah. Is it just me that thinks Fab, Thiago and Naby midfield doesn't work? It's a weird one, ain't it? Because it's the midfield everyone keeps craving for. You know, all last season, all you ever heard was, I want to see Naby, Thiago and Fabinho midfield. And I agree. I don't think it works as well. I think Hendo, Thiago and Fabinho works the best. And we've got to talk about our skipper later because he put on a performance. Barcelona have Pedri and Gavi. We have Elliot and Fabio, 2 of the best youngsters out there at the UK. Can't wait for the next few years. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Elliot and Carvalho, they're going to be diamond, man. Wouldn't surprise me to see Darwin starting on the bench versus Fulham and impacting from the bench. I think that might have been what Klopp was thinking of because when I saw the team line up yesterday against Leipzig, and I saw it was Bobby, Salah, and Diaz as the front three, I was sitting there thinking in my watch long, like, that could be the front three that starts against Fulham because it wasn't a mixed match front three, was it? It was Salah and Diaz. Salah and Diaz are starting. And then you got Bobby in the middle, and I'm thinking, and I've been saying it. I did a video only the other day, didn't I, about Bobby Firmino, saying I wouldn't be surprised if Bobby starts the season. If he's fit and healthy, Bobby might start the season, and it wouldn't shock me. And use a Darwin Nunez as an impact substitution. Yeah, I mean, you know, for the first game, it sounds about right. But then when he scores 4 goals yesterday, it might have changed Klopp's mind. The Salzburg game would be very interesting. The Salzburg game would be the interesting one because it's on the Tuesday and on the Saturday we play Man City in the Community Shield, which is a game I want to win. I don't see the Community Shield as a friendly. It's Liverpool, Man City. I don't see it as a friendly. It'd be very interesting if he starts Darwin, Salah and Diaz to start that game against Salzburg. Then we might have a little picture of what we're seeing next season. Carvalho does look a gem. Yeah, Carvalho looks decent, man. Carvalho looks very good. Yeah, the 3rd goal. Back on my main channel now. Big up, Daz. The tapping was sexy. It was. That's where you want your strikers to be. How many goals do you think he will score in all comps, Jamie? Diaz in all comps. No, sorry. Darwin Nunez in all comps. If he gets 20 goals in all competitions next season, honestly, that's a great year. In his first season in the Premier League, only being 23, if he can get 20 in all comps next season, then we're fine. Because everyone keeps... all the talk at the moment is Liverpool weaker because Mane's been sold, yeah? That's what the talk is about at the moment. Is Liverpool weaker because Sadio Mane's been sold, right? But if Darwin Nunez scores 20 goals in all competitions next season, then we're not weaker. We're a little bit stronger. Because if Diaz chips in as well, then you are stronger than you were last season. So, yeah, if 20 goals in all comps will do me. For his first season in Liverpool, you know, only being 23, that's it. That's a great start. Yeah, he's off the ball movement. He's fantastic. And he's rapid, as 40-year-old Virgil says. Big up 40-year-old Virgil. You're doing well, mate. Darwin lay off needs improvement, but he's hungry without a doubt. It's great. Yeah, he'll get better at it. I'm good, Shahid. I'm good. Darwin is sudden. He is, ain't he? Darwin will create a lot of space for Salah and Diaz. I agree. I agree because he's a 6'1" striker. You know, centre backs are automatically locked on. You know, if you've got a 6'1" striker who likes to play off the shoulder, centre backs are automatically locked onto that, and because they'll be automatically locked onto that, it leaves the wide areas very open. Because they're going to be like, if you're playing against a back four, you've got Darwin through the middle. The centre backs are going to be very alert to Darwin Nunez. They also know Salah's there and Diaz is there, so their full backs will be trying to keep hold of them, while their centre backs will be very looked on Darwin Nunez, and because of that. Because of Darwin's great movement off the ball, he's going to take a centre back and a full back that's going to come in, which is going to open space in the wide areas. Yeah, it's going to work really well. Darwin will be lethal this year and will bang loads of goals. Testament to the culture Klopp has brought, given new players his confidence and hit the ground running. Yeah, exactly. Pick up 4-year-old Virgil. One likes his aggression. Yes, Darwin's runs are fantastic. We don't create down the centre. That was one of the disconnecting the first two games. What it shows is the closer we can get a player in the pocket behind him, Jesus help him. Yeah, exactly. Ryan's going for a 9 yesterday. Leron, how you doing, my friend? Leron, how you doing? 8 out of 10. 8 always improvement. 9 out of 10 needs to work on his link-up play. Bernard, how you doing, my friend? 8 out of 10. John Conway, 8 out of 10. Daz is going 10 out of 10. Big up to you. I have to be raving about him ever since Jamie. I know you have, my man. Gomez shoots, misses. That's 169 games and no goal. I know. Nunez reminds me of Prime Torres. Yeah, I'll get that feel with him as well. Big up, Daz. Hit the likes, people. You know what to do. Exactly. Hi, guys. It's Mad Darlow fan back. Hope you're all well. I've had an awful 24 hours with my long COVID symptoms. I'm on the verge of going to hospital for overnight bag and say help. Bloody hell. Yeah, no, you get on the mend, my friend. Hope you get on the mend. James Mahoney, sorry. If Nunez is anything like Mario Gomez, this team will smash many teams. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, James, I totally agree with you, my friend. I mean, if you think about what Mario Gomez used to be like, Mario Gomez was a clinical finisher, but he didn't have a lot else to his game. Mario Gomez's link-up play wasn't the best. This is why people really didn't put Mario Gomez on the highest pedestal of strikers in his time, because he was all about finishing. He'd score 30 goals a season in Germany, and like people go, yeah, but I don't really like him. There's better strikers out there. And you're like, why is that? It's because of other things. And I'll tell you what, if Darwin Nunez can redo what Mario Gomez did, and smash 30 goals every season, I don't give a shit about his link-up play. Do you know what I mean? If his link-up play ain't the best in the world, but he's smashing 30 goals every season in all competitions, we're going to win things. Because if he's scoring 30 goals every season, and Mo Salah's scoring 20-odd goals every season, Jota's getting like 10 or something, Diaz is getting 10. My God, if that's happening, we're winning things. Do you know what I mean? Because, you'll be right up. Yeah, sorry, yo, bro, you never walk alone. Big up, Jordan. How you doing, my friend? Nunez has shades of Luis Garcia about him, just with more goals. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it might be Wednesday, actually. I'm trying to think of my days. Is it the 28th of July? I'll go and have a look in a minute. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. There you go. Big up, LFC. Aaron, how you doing, my man? Afternoon, Jamie and Chow. Your family's all right, Jamie, mate? Yeah, all good. Yeah, I think they are as well. This pre-season is showing me that Klopp will not switch to 4-2-3-1. He surely wouldn't have tested it by now. Exactly. I think we have an ability of changing formations mid-game with certain personnel we have in the club now. Because we've got Carvalho and Darwin Nunez there in the club now, we've got a genuine 10 and a genuine 9. So if games mean, like, if we're playing against a low block and it's getting a bit frustrating, Klopp can bring a Carvalho on, put him in the 10, put 2 in the pivot, Salah and Diaz out nice and wide, Darwin through the middle, and go 4-2-3-1. Do you know what I mean? We can change it up mid-game, but all games will start 4-3-3. There's not a shadow of doubt about that. All games will start 4-3-3, guys. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. There's almost 80 people in there watching right now. And then we've almost got 40 likes. So, guys, if you've not hit the like button so far, It's massive on content creators. So go and hit that like button. It's that thumb button. You see that thumb emoji right underneath my video, guys? That big thumb right there. Go and hit that thumb button. That is a like button, guys. And it doesn't cost you a thing. It's free to do. Nice and easy. Go and hit that like button. We've got 78 people watching. I want 78 likes, guys. So there's 78 people watching. I want all 78 people just to press that thumb. And it really does help the likes. It really helps the channel as well. I'd appreciate it, guys. I really would. Big afternoon to Stubbsy. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Just getting over the 900 sub mark, guys. And make sure you go and subscribe to Stubbsy if you haven't. Close to 1,000 right now. Go and check him out. What do you think about Naby Slow? This Naby Slow lad. Let's talk true. Would Naby Slow? What? I'm not quite. LDs, I'm not quite sure what you're on about there, my friend. I thought Naby looked all right yesterday. He weren't, fantastic. He's in his offensive nature, but what he did in his defensive game, I thought Naby did really well. I thought Naby did all right yesterday. Nunez will be a beast in the Premier saying, well, any news yet regarding a certain interview? Yeah, mate, that's why I haven't. Right, I can tell people now. So I had an interview with Sky TV. Today, so I can tell people at last. I can get it off my chest. Went all right. It went well. At the video interview. Yeah, that's why I had my hair cut. Shave, look the part. You know what I mean? And yeah, it went well. It went well, and I didn't want to get off to him. So there's a lot of things being spoke about and things they want me to do. So what might happen in the future, say next season sometime, if they're talking about Liverpool Football Club and there might be some transfer talk coming up to deadline day or there's a Liverpool game coming up and they want to get a Liverpool YouTuber on Sky Sports News, you might see this face. Let's just put it that way. You might see this face. So yeah, it went well. Big up Saint LSC TV, my man. How you doing? It's been a while, guys. You all know Saint, and if you ain't checked him out yet, what are you waiting for? Go and subscribe to him. That's his channel there, Saint LSC TV. Go and check my man out. Doing bits. Good friend of mine. I ain't seen him in a bit though. I hope he's doing good. Are you doing good, Saint? I hope you're doing good, my friend. I think Klopp sees Lewandowski and Nunez. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's just been waiting. We don't play with number 9, and maybe Klopp was just waiting his time to find the right number 9 that suits his system. Tell us 7 only pre-season. It is. That's how we're not getting carried away. Afternoon, Stubbsy. Hope you're well, Saint. I'm doing good, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Where are we? These days, Austria will be intense. Yeah, they certainly will. We know why Klopp likes going to Austria. It's a bit more private. Like he says, the Asia tours are very good. These tours where we go to Asia and, we're in Bangkok and Singapore and stuff like that. It's a good experience for the fan base out in Asia that don't get to see this, beautiful team every single week. So, you go out there, you got to do a lot of media days. You train in front of 12,500 fans, what it was the other week, and things like that. Now, Klopp don't really like that. I don't think many managers like that. They like to take their team more private, get down to dirty, nitty-gritty stuff. But, you got to do what you got to do, like Klopp said in his interview. But I think in Austria, Klopp likes going there, don't he? We know when he does want to warm weather training and things like that, they go out to Austria and stuff like that. So Klopp likes it there. So, yeah, it's getting the Alps, get about high altitude going, get them lungs filled up, get fitness in the legs. Yeah, it's good stuff. And yeah, they're probably going through some proper good training right now. And obviously we've got Salzburg on Wednesday. Be another good match. And then we're off to the Community Shield on a week on Saturday, a week tomorrow. And I can't wait for it. I literally can't wait for it. A week tomorrow, the Community Shield. I don't see the Community Shield as a friendly. I don't care what anyone says. It's Liverpool, Man City. We can put a marker down. We beat Man City in the Community Shield at Leicester's ground. In a week tomorrow, we put a marker down for the season. You know, man, people might say, "Oh, it's only." I got pissed off when we lost the one against Arsenal. Do you know how distraught that was? Having Arsenal fans in your ears, you know, all till we played them again. It was like, "Oh yeah, Arsenal got the better of Klopp. Arteta's got the better of Klopp," and then we bang them 4-0, and it's back to reality. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I just want to put a marker down. I don't take it as a friendly. I really don't. Big up, Brian. How you doing? What do you think about the Nunez links today? I know Pierce said nothing in it, but I think we're signing. To be honest, yeah, it's a weird one, ain't it? I'm not sure. I mean, I've done a couple of videos on Mateus Nunez now. I did one. Was it earlier this week? I think it was earlier this week, and I did one about 2 weeks ago as well. Look at Mateus Nunez, and I said about 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't be surprised. This is the midfielder that Liverpool go and buy. You know, it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me if it's the player Liverpool go and buy in a couple of weeks. Like, because I look at, I don't know a lot about Mateus Nunez. I don't got to pretend I watch Mateus Nunez every week. The only time I've seen him play really is when Man City played Sporting in the Champions League. And in that game, Mateus Nunez stood out over everyone playing for Sporting Lisbon that night. And even Pep Guardiola said he is a talent. He looks a very good footballer and he's a talent. Now, then I've gone and looked at Nunez's stats. I've gone and looked at Nunez's what he's best at. You know, he's very quick with the ball. He completes 70% of his dribbles in most matches. He's got very fast feet. He's intelligent going forward, and he can defend well in that midfield area. He's 24 years of age. Roughly the transfer fees between 35 and 40 million. Wages won't be a problem. So when I look at all them things and look at a midfield that Liverpool needs, he ticks every box. He literally ticks every box. Good price, good wage, good age, good with his feet, can attack, can dribble, can pass, and can defend. Now, when I link all them off, that sounds like a Liverpool midfielder to me, and a Jurgen Klopp midfielder. Got great energy as well, great fitness levels. So when I'm looking at all that and thinking, you know what, all these links about a midfielder. Yes, we don't want to sign a midfielder we don't want as just to keep the fans happy. You know, that's not what we go do. But I always said if that right midfielder comes along, I do think Liverpool might do a bit of business. And when I look at Mateus Nunez, I'm thinking, is Mateus Nunez actually that player? Like looking at it, thinking about it, good price, wage is not a problem. He's a great age. You know, he's very quick with his feet, he's very good on the dribble, but can defend, got good energy and fitness levels, very reliable. I look at all that and think, yeah, that's a Liverpool player. And if Pep Guardiola thinks he can be the next big thing, and if he, you know, we should get him now. You know, I'm sick of, sometimes I get a bit annoyed when Liverpool don't, you know, we know that player's going to be quality, but we wait too long and we don't go and buy him, or someone else goes and buys him and you see how good he can be. And you're like, fucking hell, only if we got in there first, you know what I mean? And the closest people have said he plays like is a bit like Bernardo Silva. Now, if he can play anything like Bernardo Silva, and he's 23, 24 at this moment in time, and he can get to that sort of level, buy him. Because Bernardo Silva, like it or not, I'm not a big fan of the person, but Bernardo Silva is a world-class footballer. And if you can get someone like that in your team for about 35 to 40 million, do it, because that's, in my opinion, anyway, I think Bernardo Silva could be saying, Mateus Nunez can be saying absolutely quality. And, you know, if the money, the saying's correct, I mean, I'll go for it. I'll go for it all day. But unfortunately, I'm not the Liverpool owner, and I'm not Jurgen Klopp. And if Jurgen Klopp doesn't think Mateus Nunez is quite what he needs, but then there's a lot of rumours at the moment, like so West Ham want Oxlade-Chamberlain, and they're willing to buy him for 10 million, and Liverpool apparently ready to listen to that as well, because again, Oxlade-Chamberlain broke down in pre-season. He weren't tackled, he weren't fouled. The man literally just broke down. You know, he went on a good run. Ox did what I always like to see Ox do: forward thinking, going on the run, taking your players on, playing 1-2s. You know, progressing up the field with the ball, because Ox can do that. Look, without the injuries, Ox is a very good footballer. I don't care what anyone says. Take the injuries away from Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's actually a very good footballer. But the injuries have fucked him. And, you know, you look at it now and you think, I don't know where Ox is going. Really don't know. You know, he went on that great run. He went from box to box, played a nice 1-2, took some players on, nice little turn, I think he did. Played a 1-2 at the edge of the box, got his shot off, and then collapsed on the floor. You know, it was too much. His body broke down again. Now, if West Ham are willing to give us 10 million for broken parts, you know, when you go on eBay, and you see a PlayStation 4 for like 30 quid because it's only parts, because it doesn't work. You're like, you know what, I'm going to buy that and try and fix it up. And if I fix it up, I've bought a PlayStation 4 for 30 quid. You know what I mean? It might be a bargain to buy. That's what Ox is right now. Ox is a broken PlayStation 4. He's literally a broken PlayStation 4. You're buying him for parts. And if we can get 10 million for Ox, I'd say take it and run. Take the 10 million for Ox and just go now, because he's breaking down all the time. And with the talk of what's the thing his name? He's going to Blackburn on loan. Tyler Morton's going to Blackburn on loan. So if Tyler Morton's going to Blackburn on loan, and we're really seriously looking at letting Ox go to West Ham, we have space in our midfield. And these Mateus Nunez stories are not going away. And I know, like you say, Brian says, they're like what James Pearce said today on Twitter. James Pearce only says things he gets told. So Liverpool go, yeah, we're not interested in, but in behind the scenes, they're actually doing the deal. They're not going to tell, yeah, of course we're in for him. Yeah, we're well in for, yeah, we're really looking at him. We're thinking about putting a bid. They're not going to tell James Pearce that and then go and tell the world. They're going to tell him, no, we're not interested. We're not looking at anyone right at this moment. You know, it's not James Pearce. He's just being told and he's going to put it in the media. You know, if they tell him, yeah, James, we're definitely looking at him, they know he's a media man. They know he's going to write, yeah, Liverpool are interested in him. So they don't tell him that. That's why I don't take no notice of it. That's why I never take any notice of it. I think we showed Origi at times where better with traditional 9 against a low block. I agree. Mario Götze was small like Elliot. I think Klopp is reproducing his old players. Gary, how are we today? Great performance from Darwin yesterday. Smash it up now, people. Much appreciated. Big up Ryan, my personal PA. I think Nunez from Sporting will happen despite Pearson. Fabrizio saying we ain't in for him also, but BT Journo Matt Smith tweeted things moving on Nunez between Liverpool and Sporting. Yeah, the thing with Fabrizio Romano, Fabrizio doesn't know anything Liverpool until it happens. Now, Fabrizio talks to agents. He's got a lot of agents in his back pocket, and that's where he gets a lot of his news from. But with Liverpool, he knows nothing. Look at everything Fabrizio Romano's ever spoken about Liverpool. It's only when people like Paul Joyce and that break the news, or an Oystein breaks the news, that Fabrizio gets on top of it. He knows nothing about Liverpool transfers. And I can tell you right now, that breaks him as well. He hates the fact that he absolutely has no idea about Liverpool transfers. It kills him, I'm telling you. Literally kills him. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. We've got 95 people in the house. Big up to all the 95 human beings watching me right now. Much love, much appreciated. Don't forget, again, hit that thumb button. So that thumb underneath the video you're watching me right now on, guys, that is the like button. It doesn't cost you a thing to press. You don't even have to like what you're watching, guys, but please hit that like button right now. I would appreciate it, because it helps us content creators massively. We're on 57 likes right now, 97 watching. I want 97 likes for 97 people watching. So if you're in here right now, have not pressed that thumb button, please go over and give that thumb button and press it. If you're watching on your mobile, you're watching on your tablet, take your finger, go over to that thumb button and just press it. Obviously, don't press it more than once, because you'll take a like off. Hit that like. 101 people watching, guys. I want 101 likes. If you've come in right now, please hit that thumb button. I do appreciate it. It helps the channel massively, and I would really appreciate it. Big up to everybody right now. Yeah, a Wolf. Big up, Danny. Reds, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up to you. Thank you for coming into Savage's chat last night as well. Hope you're doing well, my friends. Thank you, Ian. Nabby gets me mad. Why does Nabby get you mad? But let me know. Let me know why Nabby gets you mad. James, please, can you send me the link for your FPL? Yes, I will. I totally forgot. See, I already done it and I've totally forgot about it already. let me do it after this, Dads, and I'll put it in the comments of this video. I'll put the link in the comments of this video after. Agreed. C. It'll be a cop, darling. And what did Talksport say? Oh, Jesus Christ! So yeah. You might see my face. You never know, guys. Brilliant, mate. You deserve it. Thank you very much, Aaron. Jamie on Sky, where he talked to us when he's famous. I'll never forget anybody. I ain't going to be famous, guys. I'm not going to be famous. Justin says that second half team was much better in the middle, especially than the first half team. Yeah, I agree, Justin. Hendo brought in a lot of. I love Hendo. Hendo don't play like it's a pre-season, does he? It's like the Champions League final. The Hendo, he takes every game proper seriously. But I think we've got to start respecting our captain. I know a lot of people diss on Hendo. Personally, I don't get why. He's a very good footballer. Yeah, he is a very good footballer. But my God, does he lead from example? My God, he's fantastic. In that midfield, sometimes I always think, like me and Savage are talking about this yesterday, and we personally think Harvey might start in their midfield for the opening game of the season. And when you look at Harvey, you're like, it's getting harder and harder with Harvey Elliot now. When you watch him, thinking, how does he not start? How does Harvey not start with Thiago and Fabinho in our midfield? And then you watch what Hendo did yesterday when he came on the second half. You're like, you know what, Hendo, you don't go away. And I think Hendo's playing like that now because he watches Harvey Elliot. Hendo's probably looking at Harvey Elliot and thinking as well, Jesus Christ, if my performances drop, Harvey's taking my spot. Yeah, I might be 31 and I'm the captain in this great club, but I want to play every week and I don't want this Harvey Elliot taking my spot. I don't want this young go-getter taking my spot. He knows he will eventually because Harvey's so much younger. But I think Hendo's looking at it thinking, you know what? I know Harvey Elliot is going to play midfield for Liverpool. He is going to play in this midfield three, but not at my expense right now. And that is a good thing. Competition all over the pitch is a very good thing. I think you see Naby's performances improve. Some people say they haven't. I think he has. I can see Naby's performances have improved. I really can. Some people might. We might be watching. Everyone watches different. You know what I mean? But I think Naby's performances have improved. When I look at Naby, I look at Trent. Sorry, I look at Hendo. And I look at Harvey Elliott, and I'm looking at them thinking, one of these are going to play, and two of them ain't. And they're all sort of, trying to outdo each other. And I like that. Competition for places. That's what we need. That's what we need. Now, I know a lot of other people are going, Jamie, shut up. It's Hendo. We've had enough. We need to move on. They're not good enough. Curtis is not good enough. Harvey's too young. We can't rely on him. Keita never shows up. But there is no doubt in my mind that all three of them are very good footballers. I don't care what anyone. Jordan Henderson is a very good footballer. He's not a terrible dead footballer. He's a very good footballer. Harvey Elliott is a very good footballer. Age doesn't matter at times. If you're good enough, you're old enough. And Naby Keita is a very good footballer. And if them three can stay fit and try and push each other to a higher level, you're going to get better players out of it. When you have a position in a team and there's no one else in the team that's going to take your place, you can get a bit lazy, or not lazy, maybe a bit more lethargic, maybe not play at your top level. Take Robbo, for instance, before Tsimikas came in, yeah? Robbo started to his performances started to go down a little bit, go a little bit that way. And then Tsimikas came in. What happened? Robbo started having to perform because Tsimikas actually came in for a little bit. Robbo's like, I ain't having that. That left back spot's mine. His performances have to go up a little bit. I like competition. I don't care how good the players are. I think competition makes the player better. And then we see who's the better player, who takes that spot. And I think it's a good thing. He's 4 years in our club and he played like 10 good games. But now for some of the Liverpool fans overhyped him. He's not good enough. I'll take it. That's Naby. I don't like the style that Naby plays. Too talented, but I don't like it. That's fair enough. Hey, guys, it's all fair enough. Daily Saudi update, Newcastle update, Jay, of course. Heirs of the Cop, how you doing, my friend? Peace in the Pool, Jay. How you doing, Heirs of the Cop? Big up George. Big up my friend. How you doing? I'll see you later. Big up Saint from Ant. You will smash Sky, in my opinion, mate. Thank you very much. Big up Ricky. How you doing? Fabio is a masterclass. Yeah, Fabio Carvalho. I liked his performance on that left-hand side yesterday. Personally, I think that's our second front three. So our first line front three, in my opinion, is Salah on the right, Darwin Nunez in the middle, and Luis Diaz on the left. Our second front three, in my opinion, is Harvey Elliott on the right, Jota in the middle, Jota on the left, and Bobby. I'll get this right in a minute. So our second front three is Harvey Elliott on the right, Jota through the middle, and Carvalho on the left. So that's our. So when we look at our forwards at the moment, top three, Salah, Nunez, Diaz, they're playing most games, especially the big games. That's our number one front three. And number two front three, Carvalho on the left, Elliott on the right, Jota through the middle. That ain't bad, guys. If that plays cup competitions, that could win a cup competition. You put that front three in the League Cup, I'm quite happy with that. That can go quite far in the League Cup. You know, and then you've got Bobby there as well. Bobby can either play Jota's position or Bobby can play in the midfield or the number 10. Yeah, I mean, it's really good. It's really good. You'll have to be you'll have to find a crease shirt for this guy. No ironing. I know they all wear crease shirts, ain't it? Just 19 is madness. Big up, Kai. Doing. I've just been for a carvery and a few beers with a wife. I could do with a power nap now. I know, man. Then carveries, man, they take it out of you. A good old carvery does take it out of you. Don't forget the likes, guys. Are almost at 70 likes. 93 people watching. Hit that fun button, guys. Come on. There's been more than a few hundred people in this chat so far, and we've only hit 69 likes. Look, my favourite number is 69, like everyone else's. Let's not get this wrong, guys. But hit that like button. Let's get the likes up. We want 100 likes today, guys. 100 likes. 100 likes, guys. Let's be honest. Far East and America, Australia tours are PR exercises massively. Massive PR exercises. Yeah, they're massive PR exercises, no doubt about it. Are you live tonight, Stubbsy? Says Daz. Don't care a bit about the Community Shield, just play the B team. Oh, no, the Community Shield's big for me, Justin. That's where I'll have to disagree with you, my friend. But I'm all right. We're all right agreeing to disagree. But this is where I have to. I think the Community Shield is changing a little bit. I think the Community Shield is changing a little bit. Yes, it is still a pre-season friendly game, but it's Liverpool, Man City. And I think the players will look at it like that. It's Liverpool, Man City as well. It's a real chance to put a marker down. Now, I'd be annoyed if I'm going to tell you the truth right now. I will be annoyed if we lose to Man City in the Community Shield. I will. I know a few people in the live chat that I've been speaking to lately in the chat and all that. I really take it. I think we should take it seriously. I want to see our strongest first team against Man City's strongest first team. And we just go at it in the Community Shield. Because a week later, it's the opening game of the season as well. I think it'd do the team good to have a proper competitive game a week before the season starts. I think it'd do everyone the world of good. I think Klopp's going with Thiago, Fab and Naby works better down the centre for creation. Naby and Thiago tend to pop up more centrally with Darwin there. Space in the pocket is there. Hendo, same but wider. I agree, Big Kev. Big up to you. Yes. I haven't planned anything. Does mate Jamie's on my show Monday night. I certainly am. Big up to George. George, put your channel in the chat, mate, because I'll be on there later. I think you sent me a link as well, didn't you? What time's the show, George? Let me know. Let me know. Klopp in the snow, practicing the stair for the season. Remember when we weren't interested in Thiago? Yeah, exactly. Weren't interested in Thiago, then we bought him. It's because we do our stuff quietly behind the scenes. Don't try and make much fuss. Nunez is a dynamic midfielder, and that is what we need. And he's only 23 years old. Exactly. It's a perfect player for us, in my opinion. Guys, 100 people watching right now. Hit that like button. See that thumb underneath the video? Before you do anything, guys, just hit the like button. It helps us It helps us content creators massively. Likes really help the algorithm on the channel. YouTube pushes out more of our videos. More people watch it, which helps the subscribers and helps us become bigger on our channels, guys. So hit that thumb button underneath the video right now, guys. Helps out the channel massively. Let's try and get it to 100 likes. We're on 75 right now. Let's get that to 100. Big up to everybody. Thank you very much. Right, City is still a strong side. City are very strong. Gonna be hard to beat. There is no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Harry the Blue, big Chelsea fan. I think Chelsea are going to win the league. I can't see Liverpool finishing in the top 4 this season. Team Vermans got outscored. Nunez. Liverpool fans are so annoying. Your team is bad. Right. Harry, when was the last time Chelsea finished above Liverpool? Literally. When was the last time Chelsea finished above Liverpool? Harry, you might just be, I don't know. I don't know how old you are, Harry, but, you know, last season, you were meant to finish above Liverpool and you finished 19 points behind. The season before that, with all Liverpool's injury problems, you still finished behind us in the league and only just managed in the top 4. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, Harry. It's a bit of a weird one, my friend. PS has a history of getting egg in his face. Jamie Thiago transfer, Allison transfer. Us not buying players in Jam. We got Diaz, yeah, exactly. But he's only getting told what the club is telling him. That's what I keep trying to tell people. It's not that he's gone looking like the club have told him, no, we're not interested in this, and he's going, right, we're not interested in this, because the club ain't going to tell him, yeah, James, we're in for him. I can't tell anyone, but James, just don't print it. James works for the media. He's going to print it, so they're not going to tell him, oh yeah, we're definitely in for him. He can only say what he's been told. Statman, I'm good. You know, going away on holiday next month. Can't wait. Oh, big up, Ant. We have 4 players in that position. CDM. You're bad. You can't even beat Chelsea. You don't say we beat you twice because that was the lottery. I understand what you're saying, Harry, because it was 0-0 in both games. But at the end of the day, did you win the trophy or did we win the trophy? Because someone had to win that game to win the trophy. So if we won both trophies against you, we won both games. So that's the way it is, my friend. That's the way it is. And we can have Jude as well, but it won't put pressure on him until next summer. Yeah. You'll smash it, Jamie. Although thoroughly deserved. Can I be a +1 for an interview? Love and all the best, mate. Big up, Stab Z. Love you, mate. Nunez is coming. Can't wait for us to have new Nunez in our team, Jamie. Yeah, I mean, if Nunez does come, I suppose Darwin Nunez just have to be called Darwin. I think he has Darwin on his back, actually, don't he? So Darwin and then Mateus is just Nunez. Big up, George, as always. John says, Harry the Blue, keep on dreaming if you like. Chelsea win the league. Ox is going, Jamie. West Ham wanted Lingard, but he went and Notts Forest. Ox is an alternative for them to get replaced by Mateus Nunes. Yeah, I believe this could be true, guys. I believe this could be true. Fabio is there like for 3 midfield jobs. Think Ox may go in January. Can't sell him now. Won't happen. Why did I think it was this evening? Of course we will, bro. If by some shock we don't, we'll finish against Liverpool. See, Harry, you called us Liverpool, but we won 2 trophies last season. I mean, come on, man. Come on. And you finished 19 points behind us. Bit weird. Can't wait for Chelsea to smash Liverpool. It's a bit weird, my friend. It's a bit weird. Harry the knob keeps telling you. The same Liverpool that won 2 trophies after beating you on Harry. Serial losers. #. Oh man. Statman take 2 European Cups. They've won on pens. Oh, I know. For some reason, for some reason, Liverpool Football Club are the only club that's lucky winning trophies on penalties. But when other clubs win trophies on penalties, it's not lucky. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. Some Chelsea fans, I like Chelsea. Look, I ain't got a problem with Chelsea Football Club either. Literally ain't got a problem with Chelsea Football Club. Will they be? I've already said it on my channel. Man City selling Sterling to Chelsea is the craziest bit of transfer business I've seen in years. Because what everyone might think, Chelsea are a rival to Man City. If Man City don't think Chelsea are a rival for them for the title, then Guardiola is either completely and utterly barking mad, or I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just it don't make no sense. He's either stupid or mad. It's one of the two. And I've said it for ages. Chelsea are a very good team. You know, they've got better defenders this season than they did last season. If Koundé comes in, Koulibaly, you know, they got better centre backs. You know, they're better than Christensen and that. So, find it a weird one. I find it a weird one. Are Chelsea better than Liverpool right now? No. I just don't get the Ryan's points here. Oh, I really don't. You know, come in with banter. I'm all with the banter, but you can't come with banter when Liverpool have been better than you for the last few years. That's just weird. That's just weird. Jamie, remember Klopp saying that Tyler Morton is training as an 8 now and he's going to go out on loan. Something is happening behind the scenes. Goes West Ham by Matthias Nunez. That would be amazing. Yeah, it's a weird one. Tyler Morton going on loan to Blackburn. If Ox does go to West Ham, it leaves us really short in midfield. We have to buy a midfielder in. And remember, Klopp said we only buy a midfielder in if someone goes. So, George says to Harry, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'll be surprised if we even win 1-0. Yeah, big up, George. Man can't wait. We're tuning for your shows low. Shoe Street, is that? Let's be honest, LFC ain't winning the league. Focus should be on you have Champions League as Europe is weaker than it's ever been. Why ain't we winning the league? See, this is the thing, right? I was watching. This is the thing. I was watching. I was listening to Talk Sport yesterday, and no, before Saint says it ain't my new job. I was listening to Talk Sport yesterday. They were talking about who will win the league, Liverpool or City, you know, and they're talking about who has the better team and who actually has the advantage between Liverpool and City. And they're talking about City, right? Obviously, they got Haaland in, right? And I can't remember his name now. He used to play. He's a Tottenham fan on there, like a little skinny, tiny little thing, right? He was on Drive Time yesterday. And he was saying that City are not weaker, but probably stronger because they got Haaland in. Now, I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, Haaland's a great goal scorer. Don't get me wrong, tremendous footballer. But they've lost Jesus and Sterling. Now, apart from Aguero for Pep Guardiola, only Sterling only, apart from Aguero, Sterling scored the most goals for Man City in the Pep Guardiola era. All right, so you're getting rid of them goals from Sterling, right? Gabriel Jesus scored a lot of goals last season, towards the end of the season especially. You take Sterling and Jesus away from Man City last season, Man City don't win the league. You know, especially what Sterling did against Villa on the last day of the season. I don't understand where this thing that City are stronger because they just got Haaland in. We don't know what Alvarez is going to do. No one knows what Alvarez is going to do yet. Everyone's bigging Alvarez up, but we don't know what he's going to do. Is Alvarez going to score more goals in the Premier League than Jesus and Sterling? Because if he doesn't, City are weaker. Yes, they've got Haaland in, but they're still weaker because there's nothing. What's coming off the bench? This is what people don't seem to work out. So if Jesus and Sterling are not coming off the bench to score their goals, who's actually coming off the bench to get them goals? Is Jack Grealish going to start banging 20 goals a season? I don't think so. That's not his game. It never has been. Never has been. He's 27 years old now, Jack Grealish. It's not like Jack Grealish is 22. think he's 27 years of age. Mahrez does score goals, yeah. There's no doubt about that. But, Mahrez's goals come in clusters all over the place, yeah. He got over 20 odd goals last season, but I think only 9 of them were in the Premier League. He gets a lot of goals in Europe and stuff like that. So you're taking Jesus and Sterling away from your team. I still think that makes City weaker than it is last season. I don't get this, why no one's talking about it. I've been saying it for a while now. Liverpool and on the same radio station, again, Liverpool might be weaker because they let Mane go. But we got Darwin Nunez in and Diaz in. Yeah? But only Mane's gone. But apparently we're weaker, but City are stronger because they got Haaland in. But they've let Jesus and Sterling go. Who's going to come off the bench and take over their goals? Because we don't know how good Alvarez is going to be. And is Mahrez going to score the goals Jesus and Sterling got in the Premier League? I don't know. I don't think he would. So City are banging on getting all their goals through Haaland next season. Now, it might work, but they're getting rid of wingers. I mean, they've lost 2 wide players in Sterling and Jesus. 2 wide players have left their club. They brought no wide players in to replace them. Are they just going to play Jack Grealish and Mahrez down the wings and Haaland through the middle? I don't know if that works. Does that make them weaker or stronger? For me, it makes them weaker. This is why I'm saying I think Liverpool have as much as a chance to win the Premier League. I think Liverpool have more chance to win the Premier League this coming season than they did last season because of what City are selling. Now, if City go and buy a couple of players this summer and replace Jesus and Sterling, then they're fine. Then you got to say City are definitely favourites. But I hate the fact that people say, Haaland's a Jesus replacement. He's not a Jesus replacement. Haaland is an Aguero replacement a season later. That's all he is. The reason they didn't go for Haaland last season is because City waited for his bonus. Why would you? Manchester City waited for Haaland's bonus clause to come in, his release clause to come in this season. If Haaland's release clause was here last season, they would have got him the season before, and he would have been. He's Aguero's replacement. It's just a year later because the clause has come into effect. It's just. I think Liverpool have as much chance this season as they did last season to win the Premier League. That's why I'm not counting us out. I'm really not counting us out. I don't think we're any stronger or any weaker. But I do think City are just a tiny bit weaker because I don't see where the goals are coming from off the bench. Because Jesus would come off the bench, Sterling would come off the bench, and they were bad goals. I don't see where the impact's coming off the bench now. And if everyone goes Alvarez, well, you've never seen Alvarez play for one, and you're just taking that he's going to be good because he's gone to Man City. This is what drives me mad. But everyone's saying Darwin Nunez is a dead player, but no one's seen Alvarez play. Help it make sense. Guys. And Matt Smith said Klopp will be Liverpool manager before everyone got the news. And he said Darwin Nunez had come. The first one to break that news was Luis Diaz in Jan. He knows his stuff. Glenn, big afternoon to you, my friend. Jamie, you're well from Cape Town, South Africa. Big up to you. Smash the like button. It's free. Let's get Jamie on to 3K, and I'm on 92 off 1K now. Big up Stubbsy. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. 83 likes. If you're not hit the like button yet, 108 people watching right now. Go and press that fun button underneath the video, guys. That is the like button on the YouTube channel. It helps us. Content creators massively, more than you might think. It helps us content creators more than you might think, guys. So hit that fun button for us, guys. Big up, Colin. How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well. It's all gone quiet now. I see. Regards, Darwin. Of course it has, Colin. Of course it has. He scores a few goals. Everyone shuts up. That's all. That's why I was so happy for him. It don't really bother me because I knew Darwin Nunez was going to be a good footballer because I can see it with my own eyes when I watch him play. I can see what he can do. But these rivals, it's just happy to me that these rivals, Darwin shuts a few rivals up. That's what's happy for me. And also on media, social media Talk Sports, Sky Sports. They were all talking about Darwin Nunez, saying, is he a flop already? And I keep telling, I said this on my channel the other day, you know, these channels as well, Sky Sports, Talk Sport and all that, they talk about mental awareness. They have mental awareness month and making sure people actually know about mental awareness, and we get it out there more so people can acknowledge it, learn about it, talk about it. And, you know, if you're having, you know, issues yourself, you can talk about it and express it, and you don't have to feel weak about expressing your illness and stuff like that, right? And then they talk about, they put clips up about Darwin Nunez missing sitters and miscontrolling things, and go to social media about Man United fans taking the piss out of him and all that, and don't think that can have a mental effect on people. You know, so job's worth. If I get on that channel, guys, I'll tell you what, I won't fall in line to the way they probably want me to fall in line and just be a yes man. I can guarantee that right now. If they ask me a question about this sort of stuff, I'll give them an answer like I'm talking to you guys right now, because I ain't going to change. I ain't going to change because a big broadcaster has asked me to come onto their show and talk about this, that, and that. That won't change me. I ain't going to just go, all right, I'm going to change now and be someone I'm not, and then go to my YouTube show and then become someone else again. No, because you guys be like, Jay, what are you doing, man? That's not how you're talking. You've gone over there now and you think, that's not me. I will give them a straight answer. And if they don't like it, they don't employ me. Simple as that. Jamie, we'll get to your comments. Hit the like and enjoy the stream. Big up, Wolf. Yeah, guys, don't worry. I will get to your comments. Thinking about Jargon, forgetting about John Terry. Harry Blue says Harvey Elliott's trash. Billy Gilmore is better than him. Yeah, he's so good that he can't get in your team. Yeah. Statman, exactly. Swept under the carpet, weirdly. Jay, Saudi news up. Newcastle update. Yes, and let's do it. Let's do it. Vase of Flowers, how you doing, my friend? I had a sneaky feeling that we'll go to decimate Leipzig yesterday, and my pondering as proof. I love Vase of Flowers. His way words. Big up to you. Big up Ravi. Thiago plays like he's younger. Yeah, Thiago plays like a G, man. You know what I mean? Still winning the league. Klopp is not good enough. Klopp is not good enough. Wow. Who do you support? If you're a City fan, fair enough, yeah? But you can't say Klopp isn't good enough. That's madness. Who rivals Trent? No one. When we brought Hendo, the young midfielder in the UK, the only young midfielder in the UK that was better was Jack Wilshere. Henderson has outdone most of his peers, possibly Delphin's generation. Yeah, exactly. Be up to you. Jamie, you working for Sky Sport? I'm not working. So what it is, if they need a Liverpool YouTuber, come on. Because when you look at Sky Sports, BT Sports, Talk Sport, all these media agglomerates, yeah, when you watch them now, even Sky News, BBC News, all this sort of stuff, yeah, they're all looking at YouTube now. They're trying to get in the YouTube game. If you look at Sky Sports, they put all their highlights out on YouTube before match of the day, because they know they get more eyes on that than match of the day probably will. Talk Sport now put their actual show on YouTube. Talk Radio as well put their show on YouTube because they know it gets big numbers. You know, everyone's YouTube is the game now. And let's face it, a lot of football pundits like myself, well, I'm not a football pundit, but a lot of people that talk about football and know about football, like myself and a load of other people, know more about the game than the pundits they employ to come in every bloody weekend to watch the football game. Do you know what I mean? You know, Micah Richards, I like Micah Richards, but all he does is laugh for an hour and a half. Doesn't actually give you any punditry or any advice or anything like that. He just laughs for an hour and a half. And everyone likes him because he's a good-looking lad, laughing, chatting away, but there's no actual punditry coming out of his gob. Do you know what I mean? Same with like Jamie Redknapp. Jamie Redknapp's only on Sky Sports because he's got a pretty face. The man's clueless. There's no punditry. Michael Owen, useless. Steve McManaman, useless. You look at the ones that are very good, work on Amazon. And Amazon Prime is an internet-based programming. It's internet-based programming. So you have to watch it on the net. And what Annie McCoy's beautiful, brilliant, brilliant commentary and pundit. Andy Townsend, very good commentary and very good pundit, So they're going into that game. So if they want a Liverpool YouTuber, I'm available. I will go on, give my point of view, but I will not change. I told that in my interview as well. I said, look, I am who I am. If you don't like what I say, something, I'm not going to bend because I've got my own channel that people expect me to be exactly the same. I'm not going to come onto a channel and be someone I'm not, and then come on my YouTube channel every day and be a different person because everyone will be like, Jamie, that's not how you chat to us. But when you go on there, you're someone else. We don't like that. I'm never going to do that. Never. I'll always be me. Daily Saudi Newcastle update. They've decided to relocate all their offices to Saudi, and also first commentators say perfectly executed shot. Jesus, Ant. Are City ever going to win Champions League? They will when Pep leaves. Any news on Jota and Alisson, Jamie? None that so far. I think Alisson will play the opening game of the season against Fulham. I don't think we see Jota till the end of August. Big up, John. How you doing, my man? Jamie Gay in the sky. Could have called it. Congratulations, you deserve it, mate. Big up to you, John. You're the man. Mendy is better than Alisson. No, he's not, but good try. Toby Carvery is good. Jamie, Ali, Kelleher, Trent, Ramsey, Robbo, Simicast, VVD, Canate, Matip, Gomez, Fab, Mateus, Nunez, Thiago Hendo, Naby, Milner, Jones, Salah, Nunez, Diaz, Jota, Bobby Carvalho, Elliot. That's a heck of a squad. That's a heck of you. You big up my friend. How you doing? Hope you're doing good yourself. Summer of 69. Can't wait for comments. Harry Blues, stop talking. Jamie, any news on Mateus Nunez? Not. Look, the only news I know on Mateus Nunez is the same news I think you all know, guys. He's apparently Liverpool are very interested in him. He's the midfielder. If Liverpool go buy one this summer, it was either going to be someone like Tuchemeni, that the deal didn't get done, but the other midfielder is Mateus Nunez. Now, we've heard it from Klopp. We've got too many midfielders, so we can't buy Mateus Nunez right now. But the word on the street is that Tyler Morton is going to go to Blackburn for a year loan, and we're looking at letting Oxlade-Chamberlain go to West Ham. So if that's the case, frees up a midfield spot, put 2 and 2 together. You never know. I think we could go actually to deadline day on this, so keep an eye out for it. Yeah, I want to beat City bad. We got Stubbs, John Moore, and the Jews. Also, John. Jamie Maisie from Devils United was rinsing me about Darwin Nunez. She still thinks he has a poor first touch. Have the worst first touch in the world. He scored 30 goals. I don't care. You know what I mean? John Gray, in my opinion, free speech is not allowed. I'm not being abusive or anything. Can't wait for when Newcastle to score. Commentary says perfectly execute finish. Oh, God's sake, could you imagine? Big up Ricky. Hope you're well. Thanks for the channel. Anytime Stubbsy. Haaland is an epic munter. He might score City under 10 sports away from their ground, thus making the empty hat. Shower boy in the house. Good afternoon, Jamie. Love to see everyone talk about Darwin right now. Love how that he scored in every preseason game so far. Love how that. He got 4 goals in one game, man. In one half. I'm happy with that. I think he scored more goals than Anthony Martial in pre-season so far, and everyone's raving about him. It's mad, ain't it? It is mad how Liverpool are the only team in the world who can't be proud of their players and big their players up. But all I've heard non-stop from Man United fans on Twitter is Anthony Martial looking good in pre-season. I think he's got like 3 goals in pre-season, and Nunez has got 4. Darwin Nunez scored 4 in one game. But we're not allowed to big him up, but everyone else can big up their players. I don't get it. I've heard non-stop about Arsenal fans going giddy over Arsenal this pre-season. Absolutely giddy, going about Gabriel Jesus will score 20 and 25 goals next season. Man United fans going on about Martial, Sancho and Rashford is the best front three in the Premier League now. Everyone better watch out. Although Martial's been there 7 years, went on loan last season, weren't good enough. But all of a sudden, they're great again. We going about Darwin Nunez scoring 4 goals in one game and look being happy about it as Liverpool fans, and we get told to calm down and shut up. It's only pre-season. Why is it that Liverpool football club fans are the only ones never allowed to big up their players or big up their team, but everyone else can do it, and we're never allowed to talk about history? Oh, you're the history boys. You talk about history all the time. Oh, you won this, you won that, but everyone else can talk about their history. It never makes sense, does it? Never makes sense. Harry's been on the bath salts. But Jamie Clark called the Athletic, especially James Beardsley, called him out for his presser. Yeah, exactly. Chelsea are just a cup side. I think they are as well. Harry, if we're so terrible, how come you couldn't beat us in both finals? Even George is a massive Chelsea fan, huge Chelsea fan. Harry, you are deluded, exactly. West Ham go for Ox as an alternative to a crap card. I can't believe Lingard has gone to Nottingham Forest on 180 grand a week. That's madness, and he's only signed a 1-year deal. Madness. Why would West Ham want Ox while he's injured? I don't actually think Ox is that injured. That's the thing. I don't think Ox is actually that injured. He just, but for 10 million, you can take a chance for 10 million. That's the thing. You can take a chance for 10 million. Sell Ox to Chelsea for 50 million. They paid that for. Chelsea fan, forget Mr. Terry fell on his backside in the European final, but assessed with Gerrard. Oh, I know, it's mad, ain't it? Loser, Paul, but we won 2 finals against them. Yeah, I know. It's not all Chelsea fans that say George is a Chelsea fan. It's not all that. Us as fans have to know that sometimes, other teams are better than you. Like City are better than us. Let's get that out there, yeah? Manchester City are the best club in England. Them and Real Madrid are probably the top 2 teams in Europe. Us are probably third, yeah? All right? I can take that. Beating City to this Premier League is going to be flaming almost impossible to difficult enough as it is, yeah? But we're going to try it. So I can talk like that. But when you got a team as Chelsea who's not been as good as Liverpool for a few years, and you come on here, a Liverpool channel, and start calling Liverpool loser, Paul, when we won 2 trophies last season, almost won a quadruple, finished above Chelsea for a few years, stuff like that, it makes no sense. So football banter makes sense, when, a team is on top of another team. That makes sense because you can banter. But when you're not, it makes 0 sense and just makes you look like an idiot. You know what I mean? Chelsea just dried up old oil. Well, dear, oh dear. Do you know what's mad as well? I know George isn't talking like this because, as I say, he's not like this. But a lot of other Chelsea fans are starting to slag Abramovich off now. This is how mad the world works. A lot of Chelsea fans are now slagging off Roman Abramovich, saying, yeah, Roman never really let managers build their own team. He never gave them long enough. Just got rid of them, got the next one in. We never really built teams to go for years to succeed. We're always like, win a league, win a trophy, sacked, have a week, your season off, then win a league and a trophy, sacked. We want a manager that can go like 6 to 8 to 10 years winning multiple leagues, multiple cups. Abramovich never let that happen. That's how some Chelsea fans I've seen some talk about that on YouTube, literally with my own eyes and ears, and I've seen it on Twitter as well. And I think it's a madness because Chelsea wouldn't be Chelsea if it weren't for Roman. But it's mad. You know what I mean? Clock gushing over Stein for a reason. Who was the youth player last night? When number 3? Oh yeah. Oh, I can't remember. His name's gone right at the top of my head. His name's gone right at the top of my head. I'll try and get it for you in a minute. Maybe someone in chat knows. Goalposts get moved when it's us winning trophies. Exactly. Harry, no, I can't read that bonkers. Because your team was 19 points behind. We won 2 trophies just because, you won a Champions League. I think you're better than us. Yeah, I agree with you, Harry, but I can't say that bit you said in the chat. Joe, I think Spurs could finish above us. Laugh out loud. Oh, it's mad. We ain't winning the league yet. We are the only club to compete with the best Pep Man City for the league. Yeah, I know. Exactly. We finished 1 point behind City, and some people really think we aren't able to compete with this season. How is that logical? I know. Hara typing Tottenham's first trophy won was 2012. Before that, it was in the 60s, small club with a big stadium. If we ain't winning the league, then the other clubs apart from City definitely aren't winning it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can buy players when they're injured, not a problem. Yeah, play for Spurs for a little bit. Play for Wolves, I think more. Hope you get to see Ramsey on Wednesday. Not too bad. Wolf yourself. For real, Jamie, I think City have weakened their squad. Same. Yeah, exactly. I say this all the time, Glenn. I say this all the time. So Brazil did win the '94 World Cup because they beat Italy on penalties. Exactly. I say this all the time. You know, if you win a game and take the trophy home, don't matter how you won it. Yeah, big up, George. I'll see you soon. Haaland might get the most goals to City, and the others might get a couple of goals. Yeah, I think it's going to work. We have goals in our front line. Salah plus Nunez will score. I think we have more goals in our front line combined than City do right now. Because I'm trying to think who will play up front for City. Unless he's going to play Alvarez on the left, Haaland on through the middle, and Mahrez on the right. Does that have more goals in it combined than Salah, Darwin, and Luis Diaz? And then don't forget on the bench we have a Jota and a Bobby. Now Jota will score goals. Bobby will score goals. I think Carvalho will chip in with a few goals as well. So I think we have a bit. I still think we have more depth in the forward line. Because let's face it, Foden's a midfielder. He plays in the forward areas, but Foden's a midfielder. Jack Grealish could easily play left side of the midfield, easily, but he's playing in the attacking areas. So, you know, the amount of disrespect this Liverpool team gets is mad, written off before every season. Yeah, exactly. It started again, and have you not watched like all the Sky Sports, Talk Sport? They're all saying Tottenham will finish above Liverpool in second. Liverpool might not even make the top four. I just don't get it. They count us out every single season. They never learn their lesson. Never learn their lesson. Big up, Sabiri. How you doing, my man? Bless up, Jamie. You might be underestimate old-fashioned Mahrez and Grealish as wingers. Give them a target man just like Vardy, and there's goals galore. Yeah, goals galore for Haaland, but not for themselves. I don't see Mahrez and Grealish getting Jesus and Sterling numbers. I really don't. I really don't. And that's what I mean by it. I think they will set up a lot of goals for Haaland, but I just don't see them getting the goals. And if Haaland's the only one focusing on their goals, are City stronger than last season? And I don't think they are. But under Pep Guardiola, you never know. You never know. They could just like bang. You know, if Haaland's winning every game from them, basically, look, if Grealish and Mahrez are setting Haaland up every week and City are winning 2-0 every single week, they go win the league still, understandably. But does that still make them any stronger than they were the season before? Is there going to be game? Look, Haaland has never completed a full season, by the way. Haaland has never completed a full season. He always gets injured. Always gets injured. He's had 180 days out with injury. He's bound to get injured. Now, if Haaland gets injured this season and there's no Jesus and there's no Sterling, so if there's no Sterling and there's no Jesus for Man City and Haaland gets injured, who's scoring the goals up top for Man City? Literally, who? Who's scoring the goals for Man City up top? This is what I'm saying. Are City actually weaker or stronger than last season? If Silva goes to Barcelona, yeah, I mean that. But if Dion goes, that's mad. I think that what it is Rival fans only banter us in mid-season. They can't say anything when we actually full start us exactly. Daz, I'll put it in the because I don't know it right now, Daz. So I'll put it in the comments after this video, my man, or I'll send it to you on your Twitter. Jamie, when are you and Savage doing non-football chat? I'm not sure. We've got to get together and think of a day to have a nostalgia video. Zabiri, big up. Big up to Zabiri. All love for Zabiri. It's best to be real. People respect you more than when you're real. Exactly. Yeah, Delhi missed from 5 inches. It is healed, didn't he? The poor sod. Jamie, you should get John Sinclair, the Newcastle fan, on your channel if you can. I probably will for the Newcastle previews. I've had Mr. John Sinclair on here before, but I'll probably for a Newcastle interview. Big up Ryan, Edward, and Aaron. Just plantain with eggs today, coffee with creamer, like a normal person. Talksport have got Goldbridge and that Chelsea lad. Yeah, what's his name? Rory. Yeah, I like Mark Goldbridge. I'm going to say now, I like Mark Goldbridge. I think he's all right. Blu-ray UK LFC haters are not happy. Love that lad. No, they're not. Oil Slick City. Tell your owners to bring down the price of barrel of oil. Greasy butts. Oh my word. But I say you doing, my man Bellingham umbrella. Poor Bellingham. Bellingham's tasty. Townsend on Talksport sometime. Oh Jesus Christ, yeah. I wish BT and Sky would lose the Premier League to Amazon. Yeah, I liked Amazon's Premier League coverage. I ain't gonna lie. You and Savage, Mont, Saints, Maisie, Cass, and Daps and others do better puntry and have better knowledge than BT, Sky, and Talksport. Well, big up to you, Ravi. Big up to you. We try our best. What I really want to be, I'll tell you what I really want to be now, guys. If I'm being honest, what I'd really love to be is a football commentator. That is what I'd really love to be, guys. I'm telling you now. I'd love to be a football commentator one day. That is where I'm trying to get to. I'd love to just try and, like, if someone listens to my commentary on one of my watch-alongs one day and think, well, he might have something, and they bring me in as a commentator. I would love to try and do commentary, real-life commentary. I'd even go somewhere and do commentary, like, a non-league game or something like that. They mic me up, I'll commentate the game. Commentary is where I'd love to do my stuff, guys. I've got 98 likes on the video so far. There's 85 views. Guys, can we get to 100 likes, please? I need 2 more likes. 2 more likes. I'm going to hold my breath till we get 2 more likes. So hit that fun button. Ready? Steady? Go. Can't hold my breath that long. It's lucky we've got 100 likes or I'd have passed out. Big up to 100 likes on the channel. Massive big up to everyone. Thank you for hitting the like button. 100 likes on the channel. Thankfully, that didn't take too long because I would have passed out. But yeah, big up to everybody. Much love. Much love. Don't be nicer than Manchester boys. Big up either Ricky or Luke, whoever's in control today of the 1892 Reds podcast. Big up to you guys. Hope you're doing well. Free speech is allowed. It's why we're allowed to call out stupidity. Oh, Trent should be given more. Yeah. Apparently, I read somewhere that Trent is just eating the protein powder. Apparently, that's a new thing now. Instead of actually making the protein shake, they're just inhaling the protein powder because it gets into your system quicker. Yeah, I think Novak Djokovic was doing it at Wimbledon. He had like a cup and he was squeezing it and just sucking in all the protein powder. Apparently, that's what Trent's been doing, apparently, during the summer. Everton got a hammered 4-0 in America. It was hilarious. Lingard is average. Yeah. Yeah, Lampard won't last till Christmas. No, Lampard, he's gone, man. He's gone. Rival fans love to underrate our team. They certainly do. That's what pre-season is for. I love that, I've got to say. Haaland, Foden and Mahrez. Yeah, maybe. But he bought Jack Grealish is £100 million. I know it's City, but you've got to play him. I just don't think, I'm literally looking at it now. If Haaland gets injured, Haaland never makes a whole season. He always gets injured. If Haaland gets injured and you've got no Sterling and no Jesus, what is your front line? What, Grealish, Mahrez and Foden? That ain't worrying or scary. You know what I mean? Grealish ain't going really running behind you. Mahrez ain't really going running behind you. And Foden likes to ball the feet. I think if I literally say it like that, no Jesus, no Sterling. Haaland gets injured. You got Alvarez, Mahrez, and Foden and Jack Grealish as your forwards. That ain't as good as having Sterling and Jesus there, is it? Just ain't. It's just not. For me, I don't think that's as good. Jay, you're the best LFC content creator. Make sure you read all the comments and not obsessed with super chats. So most of you let me do the Saudi updates. No worries, my friend. Ultra Freestyle Swordsman, big up to you. Thoughts on Curtis Jones? They don't want bait names, but they were slandering him. Don't understand it, to be honest. I thought Curtis was all right yesterday. I thought Curtis, he didn't shine bright, but he did all right. My thing on Curtis Jones has always been this, guys. My thing on Curtis Jones is Curtis Jones doesn't have to be exceptional. Curtis Jones doesn't have to be the next coming of Steven Gerrard. Curtis Jones doesn't need to be as good as Foden. Curtis Jones can just be a good squad player. What's wrong with that? Literally, what's wrong with that? As a squad player in our midfield, Curtis Jones is good at it. Now, if we're going to let Curtis Jones go, who are we going to get that's just going to be a good squad player? Because Curtis Jones is not a first-team Liverpool player. He's not a first-teamer. So you're not selling a first-teamer to buy another first-teamer. You're selling Curtis Jones to buy another squad player. Yeah? How much are you going to have to spend to get someone better than Curtis Jones as just a squad player in your team? It makes no sense. There's nothing wrong with Curtis Jones just being a good squad player, in my opinion. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it at all. At all. Just let Curtis just be a good squad player. He comes in from time to time. He comes off the bench, can do a few bits. He'll score the odd goal in here and there, the odd assist here or there. He might start a few games. But in the end of the day, Curtis Jones can just be a good squad player. I think people make too much of it. They really do. Ben Foster said we'll finish third. Let me guess, he's got Tottenham second, yeah? I just don't get it. Has he got Tottenham second? Because if he has, I just don't get it. Where all of a sudden has Tottenham in this transfer window bought better players than what Liverpool already have? This is what I don't get it. I don't think Kulusevski will get the goals he did last season. I think when I look at Kulusevski, I'm looking at a 21-year-old who looks very purple patch. It's very purple patch. And if he's not getting the goals next season or the assists he got last season, then you're getting Richarlison in. And I don't rate Richarlison. So where are these, apart from Kane and Son, I don't think any other Spurs player gets in Liverpool's best 11. So when I look at Liverpool's best 11, right, Liverpool's best 11 from goalkeeper all the way down, I don't think there's a Spurs player, apart from Harry Kane and Son, that actually get into Liverpool's best 11. So how Liverpool all of a sudden go finish below Spurs? This is what I don't get. Lloris isn't as good as Alisson. Yeah. Trent's a better right back than anyone they got. Van Dijk, Matip and Konate I would have over everyone in Spurs' defence. Maybe Romero, but I don't think Romero's better than Matip. And then Robinson's better than any left back they got. Midfield. Yeah, Basuma's a good player, but Basuma is not better than Fabinho and he's not better than Thiago. Højbjerg is not better than either of them. Højbjerg's not even better than Henderson. Yeah? And then you've got Oliver Skip and Bentancur. Are they really much better than Harvey Elliott or a Naby Keita or a Hendo? Don't think so. And then you got the front three. Salah's always going to play. And then you can maybe put a Kane for Darwin and a Son for Diaz maybe. But then that's ifs or buts. So literally, when I look at Spurs' best 11 against Liverpool's best 11, The only two players I can say from Tottenham, legitimately, that were getting Liverpool's best 11 is Kane and Son. No one else. So I don't understand. This is why I don't get the Tottenham thing. I know it's all because of. That's what I'm saying. They've bought well. For me, I think Tottenham have bought too many players. And I think they might have bought too many players to put into this team at once. And it might take a little bit of time to gel all these players into that team. But once they do gel all these players into that team, Tottenham could be firing. But by then, it could be too late because everyone else could have pulled away. Plus, they're playing Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup. Big season. I don't understand where Tottenham are going to finish second from. Really don't. Really don't. I don't think it's necessary. City's attack, they get goals everywhere. Their strong point is their midfield is too elite. Their midfield is elite, but this is my big but with City. When you buy Haaland, Haaland is going to score all the goals. Now, City don't play with a genuine number 9. Neither do Liverpool. But they are going to this time. And with Aguero, if you look to when Aguero was playing, Aguero scored most of their goals, and then Sterling and Sane got the other goals. Really. Their midfield didn't actually score as many goals. But when Aguero left, that's when their midfield picked up. And they shared the goal around. Haaland's going to want to score 30 to 40 goals every season. That's just the way Haaland is. And to do that, the other players are not going to be able to score as many as they did last season. And they're going to have to, everything's going to have to go through Haaland. That's the way he plays. Haaland don't really... I will do it, Daz. I'll do it after this, mate. Haaland's not really an assister. He likes to finish off the goal. Be at KVJ, you're doing. It's still City are going to be firm favourites of the Premier League. There's no doubt about that. But I think we have as much chance this season as we did last season. When we play Newcastle, I'm not sure. I think it's... Oh, I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look in the fixtures, my man. I'll have to look in the fixtures. When we play City, I rename them Petrol Station on Newcastle. Imagine if he passes out on the stream. Oh, no. Could you imagine? I was holding my breath quite a bit there. I have to cut out the swearing TV commentary, though, Jamie. Oh, of course. I only do that on YouTube. Yes, Jay. Hope you're well in chat. Big up, Jack. Trent getting muscles definitely to the inhalers. Yes, Trent is an absolute unit. He is now, isn't he? Be up, Cav. You deserve it, says Jamie. One of the few Liverpool YouTube channels that still interacts with their chat, building a great community. Big up, Cav. Thank you very much. Winning the quad, boys. Yes, Jack. Yes. Trent looks like an Olympic swimmer with his top off. He does. He's got the wide shoulders, wide back. He's quite long and rangy, ain't he, Trent? I agree, Cav. Jamie takes the time to read your message, every message, like myself. If people take the time to comment, it's respectful. Try and read out every comment. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, guys, I can't read out every comment, especially when we're doing debate shows and I've got like 6 people on a panel and we're all interjecting and all talking over ourselves and all that. I can't really stop and then go through all the comments. But what I do when we're doing debate shows, I put your comments on the screen, let everyone read it, and then put the next comment on the screen. That's the only time I can't really read comments. The best time for me, like if I'm doing debate shows, you really desperately want to read my comment, just put a super chat out there and I can. But in debate shows, it's very, very difficult when I've got like 4 to 6 to 7 to 8 people on screen to stop everyone chatting to read out comments. But I think you guys understand that as well. Yeah, I totally agree, Jamie. Who scores more? Mahrez, Foden, Jesus, Sterling. City will regret selling both. Liverpool got away selling one. Better deal for me. I agree. Stefano, they call him Darwin because he's the evolution. Big up. Ben Foster's Chelsea second. What, with no goal scorer? So Ben Foster's gone for Chelsea in second because they have no goal scorer. But all Chelsea have done this window, apart from getting Sterling in, is swap defenders for a defender. It's literally all Chelsea have done this transfer window. Apart from getting Sterling in, the only other thing they've done is swap defenders for defenders. It's not like they've improved anywhere else. It's madness. It's mad. They did this last season. We proved them all wrong. I think Chelsea will be up there. Don't get me wrong. I think Chelsea will finish third, personally. I think Chelsea will start the season really strong. But because their problem with goal scoring, I know they got 70 odd goals last season. That looks good. I don't know how they got 70-odd goals last season in the Premier League, I have to say. But without that goal scorer up front, I don't think Havertz in 2 seasons has done enough to justify to me that he's a striker. And I think Sterling will get goals, but Sterling needs to work alongside a number 9 or it won't work. If Chelsea get a proper out-and-out goal scorer before the end of the transfer window, I might be worried about Chelsea. But till then, I don't think they've got goal scorers. Mason Mount got 10 goals last season. I think it's their top goal scorer. It's just not enough. Jones is 6th to 7th choice. Anyone knows City's 6th to 7th choice? Yeah, that's true. Big up, John. How you doing? Hey, Jamie, mate. By the way, who's Ben Foster? He's a shit goalkeeper who does YouTube now. Yeah, Kane will pick up his traditional. Højbjerg is better than Henderson, to be honest. He's a destroyer. No, I'm not having that. I think Hendo's still. I think Hendo's better than Højbjerg. What does Højbjerg actually do that's better than Hendo? Seriously. You know, I don't think Højbjerg does anything better than Hendo. Really don't. Hendo can play the 6 and does a good job there. Hendo can play the 8 and do a good job. I'm not saying I'm not Hendo's number 1 fan, by the way. If anyone's like, oh, James just Hendo. I just think Hendo gets disrespected too much because who he is. I don't think Højbjerg does anything better than Hendo. I really don't. Pundits had Man United 2nd last year, LFC 4th, yeah, exactly. Lloris has been a shambles, adds anyone rate him, exactly. Basuma gets in our starting left over Naby or Hendo, but yeah, it's 3, that's it. Kane's son, Basuma. Does Basuma, could you play Basuma? I don't think playing Basuma, Fabinho and Keita work and Thiago works. Really don't. It'd have to be Basuma or Fabinho. And if that's the case, I'm playing Fabinho. And we had Tommy on last week in our debate show, and he's a big Spurs fan. He doesn't think Basuma actually starts for Tottenham first of all in that 2. He thinks it's Højbjerg and Bentancur. So I think Tottenham will finish 4th. I've got Tottenham finishing 4th. I think the season will catch them up, but I've got them Tottenham finishing 4th. 6 years ago today, we were saying Gino, I never forget that moment he scored his second people literally went flying over me, yeah. Conte throw his team under the bus like he did last year. Yeah, I mean, when Conte ain't happy with something, he lets you know. There's no doubt about that. He does let you know. Where am I? TalkSport betting was Liverpool 1 to 10, City 1 to 3, win the league, yeah. Can't be a good carvery, my man. You can't be a good carvery. Jamie, do you think Nunez could start on Saturday against City? I think now, then 4 goals might have turned Klopp's head. Yeah. Hope Gallagher gets his chance this year. Really love watching him at Palace last year. Hope they don't do a Callum Hudson-Odoi. I don't think I don't think Gallagher plays much for Chelsea next season. I'll really be surprised if he does. Chelsea's paint dry football won't get them far. Oh man, they are boring, yeah. Chelsea having a false 9 next season like City. Hey up, Paul, how you doing, mate? Big up Trudon as well, by the way. Who cares what Foster thinks? He went down. He went down more than a girl. West Ham supposedly close to Kostak, close to Kostak, and want Sameka, and they are interested in Chamberlain. Yeah, they want the Ox. I just think Basuma Fab played Thiago further forward. Yeah, I mean you could play a pivot too. You'd have to play that in a 4-2-3-1, but if we're playing 4-3-3, I don't think you play Basuma and Fab together. It's Basuma all that because City and Liverpool didn't go for him. It's true. City went for Calvin Phillips more than Basuma and spent far more money on Calvin Phillips than Basuma. Yeah, the lights, peeps. 2 right, Trudon. Man went down. It's gone. Basuma don't get in our midfield. I'll drop to West Ham if he wants. He's going to DM me with ping pong. Yeah, I'll DM you guys. I'll DM you. Don't worry. It might not be straight after this because I'm doing another show, but I will tonight. Don't you guys worry. 108 likes. Big up, everyone. Yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks to everyone tuning in today. What am I doing tomorrow? It's Saturday tomorrow. I'm not about tomorrow, guys, so there'll be no show from me tomorrow. But I will be back on Sunday, guys. I will be back on Sunday looking at Liverpool's pre-season and looking ahead to Wednesday's match. And some transfer rumours. If there's any more transfer rumours, guys, I will bring you out on Sunday. Tomorrow, I am out all day, guys. It's a family day out tomorrow. Going to the seaside for the day and having a good bit of family time tomorrow. So I won't be about tomorrow, guys. But I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. Have a great Saturday. The weather's meant to be good again tomorrow, so get out there and enjoy it. Yeah, I'm having a day off tomorrow, spending a bit of time with the family. Yeah, so everyone enjoys that. Everyone asking for the channel I'm on next. I am going to be on a brand new channel, guys. So let me get it up for you right now. Oh, he hasn't put it in the bloody thing. When I'm on it, guys, hang on, there it is. Right. So let me get the channel up for you guys. It is Prime. It's called Prime Chelsea Talk. Right, I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put it in the chat. So, guys, it's George's and Youssef's channel. It's called Prime Chelsea Talk, but they're doing a Premier League prediction video today, guys. Go and check it out. I'm going to be over there soon. I think, when's it start? Let me have a look. It starts in 8 minutes' time, guys. So I'm going to be over there. So as soon as this finishes, guys, you got 5 minutes and come over to their channel. It's brand new. It's a brand new YouTube channel. They'd love it if you guys could come over and just give them a bit of support. Hit the subscribe, hit the like button. It's a Chelsea channel, but they're mates of mine. They come over on my channel. They interact with us as well. Me, Jack, the Reds podcast, all that. So they're good friends. Show them a bit of love. Come over, hit a like button, hit a subscribe button. You know, just show them a bit of love, guys. They're good guys. They're good guys. Yeah, so go and check that out. So it's there, Ryan, and go and check it out, yeah? And what did you... Jamie went for presumably last jam, but his attitude put us off. Yeah, exactly. No worry, George. See you in a minute, my friend. Jamie, and he wanted Arsenal. Jamie, and he wanted Arsenal. Yeah. But he's meant to be an Arsenal fan, but he treated Arsenal like shit, didn't he? Right, guys, get over to George. That's George there. Get over to his channel, which is right there on the link. Go and subscribe to him. I don't know why my camera's flicking. Stupid pile of crap. Come and join me over there, guys. We'll be right now. Give him a like, give him a subscribe, and we're going to talk Premier League predictions, guys. Come over and help us out. Much love. See you in 5 minutes over on the other channel. Big up, guys.